Missing Medicare's sign-up window by just 2 years cost Linda an extra $11,700 in penalties she can never escape, $1 a day, for the rest of her life. She didn't skip payments or break a rule. She just believed her old plan would cover her until she needed Medicare. I read the fine print so you don't have to. And this deadline is the most unforgiving one in the system. Millions of Americans turn 65 every year, and a huge share have no idea their sign-up window is only 7 months long. Miss it without qualifying employer coverage, and Medicare adds a surcharge to your premium for life. Today, I'll show you 3 moves: confirm your enrollment clock, verify your drug coverage is creditable, and run the penalty math before you ever delay. Here's the number that should stop you cold. A 2-year delay in Part B means a 20% surcharge on your premium every single month forever. That's because Medicare adds 10% for each full 12-month period you were eligible, but didn't enroll. Medicare.gov 2025. But here's the part nobody tells you. That surcharge is charged for as long as you have Part B, so it truly never ends. 3 moves stand between you and a lifetime penalty. Confirm your dates, verify your drug coverage, and run the math. Each takes under 20 minutes, and every one is free. Your initial enrollment period runs for 7 months. The 3 months before your 65th birthday month, that month itself, and the 3 months after. Medicare.gov. If you don't enroll in Part B during that window, and you don't have qualifying employer coverage, the law imposes a late enrollment penalty of 10% of the standard premium for every full 12 months. You were eligible but not enrolled. It sounds bureaucratic, but this is the trap. Let's put real dollars on it. The standard Part B premium in 2025 is about $185 a month. Medicare.gov 2025. Enroll 2 years late, and you pay $222 instead. An extra $37 every month. This is general information, not personal advice. But over 20 years, that gap alone adds up to roughly $8,880 in penalties. Now, here's the second layer most people never see coming. Medicare. Part D, your prescription drug coverage, carries its own penalty if you go 63 or more consecutive days without creditable coverage. Medicare.gov. Creditable means drug benefits at least as good as standard Part D, and plenty of pre-65 plans don't qualify. Medicare then charges 1% of the national base premium for every month you went without. So there are 2 paths at 65. On the naive path, you ignore the Medicare mailings, stay on a non-employer plan, and enroll 2 years late, locking in a 20% surcharge forever. On the better path, you enroll during your window, or under a valid special enrollment period after employer coverage ends, and pay 0 penalty at the standard rate. The difference is thousands of dollars. The myth that traps people is this: you can safely delay Medicare until you need it, and if there's a penalty, it's just for a year or 2. The fact is that Medicare.gov explicitly warns these penalties are charged for as long as you have that coverage. You can't work them off. They follow you for life. Put the 2 costs side by side, and the picture is stark. The Part B penalty runs about $8,880 over 20 years, and the Part D penalty about $2,820 over 25. Author's estimate from CMS figures. Combined, that's roughly $11,700, before any future premium increases push it higher. Meet Linda. She's 67, a retired administrative assistant living on $32,000 a year from Social Security and a small pension. She retired at 65 and believed her individual marketplace plan would cover her until she needed Medicare. She finally enrolled in full coverage at 67, after a 2-year delay. Here's what Linda found. Her first discovery hit her: Part B bill. Because she delayed 2 full years, Linda owes a 20% late enrollment penalty on the standard premium, Medicare.gov 2025. That's $37 extra a month, $222 instead of $185. Over 20 years, the penalty portion alone comes to $8,880. and it never comes off. Her second discovery was quieter and just as expensive. Linda went 24 months past her enrollment period without creditable drug coverage, triggering a 24% Part D penalty. Medical News Today. Against the 2026 base premium of $38.99, that's about $9.40 a month added on top of her plan premium. Over 25 years, that's roughly $2,820 in extra premiums. Her third discovery was the hardest. Linda's broker had told her, "You can stay on your plan and sign up for Medicare later. It's all the same." It wasn't. Enrolling on time would have meant zero penalty on both parts. Instead, that one piece of bad advice locked in a combined surcharge of over $11,000 for the rest of her life. Authors estimate from CMS figures. Stack it all together, and Linda's two missed windows have conservatively cost her over $11,700 in extra Medicare premiums across retirement. Authors estimate from CMS figures. That's $8,880 in Part B over 20 years, plus $2,820 in Part D over 25, held level. So the real number is almost certainly higher. So could this be you? Ask 3 questions. Are you near 65 and unsure of your exact 7-month window? Do you not actually know whether your current drug coverage counts as creditable? And have you never confirmed whether your plan is tied to active employment? If any of those apply, do the 3 moves before your birthday month arrives. Here's the good news. Every dollar of Linda's penalty was avoidable, and the fix costs nothing but a little time. These 3 moves confirm your dates, protect your drug coverage, and let you see the true cost of delaying before you make an irreversible choice. Get them right and your penalty stays at exactly 0. Move 1 is to confirm your Medicare clock. Find the month you turn 65, then count 3 months before and 3 months after. That 7-month span is your window. Medicare.gov. Log into your Social Security account to check whether you're already enrolled in Part A or B and confirm whether your current plan is based on active employment. Because if it isn't, you may need Part B right away. Here's exactly how. Mark your birthday month and count the 7-month window. Log into SSA.gov to check your current Part A and B status. Then confirm whether your coverage is based on current employment. What good looks like? You enroll during the window or within 8 months of employer coverage ending. Move 2 is to verify your drug coverage is creditable. Every plan must send you an annual notice of creditable coverage, stating clearly whether your drug benefit is good enough for Part D. Medicare.gov. If that notice says it isn't, or you can't find it at all, treat yourself as at risk and use the Medicare Plan Finder to enroll before 63 days pass. Step by step, locate your latest drug plan notice and read the creditable line. If it's not creditable, treat yourself as at risk right now. Then enroll in a Part D plan before you hit 63 days without coverage. What good looks like? No 63-day gap and a Part D penalty of $0 a month. Before I get to the last move, which is the most counterintuitive part of all this is the one that actually changes decisions. Move 3 is to run the penalty math before you ever delay. Medicare.gov spells out both formulas. Part B is 10% per year delayed. Part D is 1% per month without coverage. Plug in your numbers and the real lifetime cost becomes impossible to ignore. Do it like this. Read the Part B and Part D penalty formulas on Medicare.gov. Enter your prospective delay in months for each, then multiply by your planned years in Medicare for the lifetime total. What good looks like? You see the true cost and choose to enroll when first eligible. If breakdowns like this are useful, subscribe. The next one's already coming. Why does this matter right now? Back in the 2010s, CMS locked in these penalty structures as permanent surcharges tied to your premium, Medicare.gov. In 2025, the standard Part B premium hit about $185, making each 10% penalty year worth $18.50 a month. Forbes 2025. And for 2026, the Part D base premium rose to $38.99. the Street 2025, meaning as premiums climb, existing penalties automatically grow in dollar terms. Once you've acted, verify it actually worked. You should see Part B active with no penalty line on your statement. Confirm your Part D premium matches the plan rate with no surcharge added. And if you switched plans, check the new one is clearly marked as creditable coverage. Everything here comes straight from Medicare.gov, CMS premium projections, and reporting from Forbes and The Street. All the links are below, so you can check the formulas and your own dates yourself. You now know how 2 missed Medicare windows quietly create an $11,000 lifetime bill, and the 3 moves that keep your penalty at 0. Next, I'm covering the Medigap window that quietly closes just 6 months after you turn 65, when insurers can start refusing you. That Medigap deadline traps far more people than the Part B one, and almost nobody sees it coming until it's gone. If you want to catch that breakdown, subscribe now so you don't miss it.